Hey there guys, and welcome to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Xterminator, and thank you for joining me. As always, let's look at these last posts for the previous week. Starting at the top here, very highly upvoted, which it deserves, the Accidental Death Machine. This is a fantastic fan art. Probably one of my favorites, honestly. This is so good. I love this so much. Just the style and the detail. It really gives like a Factorio feel. I mean, like, just look at this. Like, look at all this pollution and dust or clouds or, you know, and then like just the power poles and the pipes running along. Like, you feel, you can almost just place yourself in this picture and feel like, you know, you're in this industrialized planet from what we've created. And I love this so much. I really hope this person does more of this. I think it's fantastic. Lucky that this one doesn't have an engineer-shaped pancake splattered all over it yet. Probably self-cleaning considering how much gunk some locomotives with trails close to enemy bases go through. Yeah. This is just, I love this so much. And even more fan art from Hydebor, of course. Happy Valentine's Day, fellow engineers. Of course, this was 3 days ago on Valentine's Day. Love conquers all unless it's factory iron demand. Which is very true. Advanced circuits are red, processing units are blue. Unfortunately, the factory has to grow, otherwise I'd be with you. I upvoted this because it's so perfect. Long arms are red, fast arms are blue. I want some firearms to shoot biters with you. Oh my god. Intersection signal is red, chain signal is blue. I tried to fix the network, the train ran me through. Oh my god. This is fantastic. Only now that I realize that you can drag the start menu 200 hours in. Yeah, I mean, it's not really something that like many other games let you do, so I can see why you wouldn't really figure it out that quickly. And personally, I don't see that much of a use for it, but just the fact that you can do it is yet another testament to the Factorio devs and how good the game is. Every window in the game can be moved. It blew my mind when I found out you can move the inventory window. Yeah, now moving the, like, in-game, like when you're actually playing the game, like in your map, moving those windows around, like the inventory and stuff like that, is really helpful. I've had to do it a few times, but the start menu, I don't know. The fact you can do it though is still awesome. Let's only build steel smelters for today, he said. It will be fun, he said. What we wanted to build, what we ended up building. I feel like this is actually just like the perfect description image for Factorio. Like this could go on the Steam page. Just like this right here, a picture's worth 1,000 words. This is a perfect example of that. Just looking at this is basically the definition of what happens when you play Factorio. And it's so fantastic. This is why we thought we doesn't know advertising. The game sells itself. Exactly. And advertising Factorio would be unethical. Yeah, it's like advertising meth. It will be recounted in the future histories where Factorio was banned after an eventual 60% of the population spent their days on it. Birth rates plummet, crops rot in the fields, but the factory grew. Indeed. Start a game in a swamp, let the spaghetti commence. Ooh, this is actually really cool. This is a really cool, like, terrain generation they have here. This, setup I'm a little interested in. I mean, they are pretty limited with the water, but I said I was daft to build a factory in a swamp, but I built it all the same just to show them it's in the swamp, so I built another that's in the swamp. The third one burned down, fell over, then sank into the swamp, but the fourth one stayed up, and that's what you'll inherit, lad, the strongest factory on this planet. But I don't want a factory, I want to sing. What is this from? This sounds so familiar. This is like definitely a reference to something, I think, and I know it. Like, it sounds so familiar. I just can't place my finger on it. I'm really bad with this type of stuff. Is this Monty Python? I have seen Monty Python. It's been a really long time. 16-16 universal balancer, because why not, right? Or why would be my question. I mean, that's actually a dumb question. There are people who would need this. But this is pretty awesome. New question. What are the purposes for these balancers? If you have a mega factory, you'll end up with absurdly large amounts of output. This ensures that your output is balanced along all lanes of the outgoing belts, meaning your machines down the line aren't draining one belt while the others are backed up. Exactly. I decided to upgrade a world created in 0.8.8. I feel like that's when I started playing the game. Through the various versions of Factorio up to 0.18, this was the result. Oh, look at this terrain separation. Yeah, so this is like one of the issues with going from major versions in the same map. You get this. I mean, this looks cool. A lot of people, including myself, don't usually like it, like on our own map. Yeah, just pave all in concrete and forget it happened. This is the correct answer. Definitely the correct answer. Factorio Badge Pack 2, fan-made. Man, these from Highboard are so freaking cool. Check this out. So, from top left to bottom right, Army Badge, Security Badge, Architect Badge. I like it. This is probably my favorite. Resource Badge, Railway Badge, Chemical Badge, Wire Badge. The badge have no designated company, so if anyone came up with a name, feel free to fill them in. This is really cool. I read this already. They almost correspond with real-life military branches. So in the same order, infantry, military, police, or some form of security detail, engineering, quartermaster, transportation, chemicals department, and signals. Approximately from my country, no relation to the U.S. MOS. Okay, so... But still, that's really cool that they actually kind of correspond. And the art's fantastic, as always. Accidentally overwritten this 400 signs per minute base with a bunch of hours. Oh my god, no! Oh, this is why you always back up your saves, guys. It feels so bad. I've almost overwritten some of my main playthroughs multiple times. It's real bad. In fact, I think my saving grace was that I was recording or streaming, mostly streaming when I went to save it. So I like thought about it a little more. If I had been playing on my own, I would have just like hit save and overwritten stuff. It was it's easier to do than you'd think. The autosave didn't save another version. Oh my god, I feel so bad for this person. My condolences. Even more and improved awards. I still can't. What is this a sandwich? Pancake? I've added these as some new awards for the new images. The current award list is Science Pack Spaghetti price. What are these prices? Like, I don't really understand how this works. 20% of the cost of these awards get put into a pool of community coins, which we, the mods, are able to give out as an extra special award. Okay. That's pretty awesome. Found a pretty grove of trees while laying track. Do raise it or go around? Ooh, this is a really nice grove of trees. Create a little sanctuary and go around. Sanctify it. Oh my god. Record nuking it. We found the psychopath. Or maybe a Slytherin, both. Pollution will kill anyway, go around so its suffering lasts longer. Oh my god. And I thought I hated trees. The factory must grow at any cost. You must be expecting a serious throughput to need 4 train lines out in unexplored territory. Yeah, man. Sounds like a mega base in progress to me. I was so confused because my GF kept asking me, bring back the llama. Oh, great. Now I can't unsee it. Damn it. Dude, it does look like a llama, doesn't it? Oh, man. Oh, I can't unsee that now. Sometimes it's nice to have a peaceful world, no trains, no biters, just hundreds of thousands of belts. It's definitely a lot less lethal, especially without the trains. This is a nice looking world. I love making the enemy the resource patches themselves. The aim of the game is how fast I can eradicate those pesky things, and you can just keep going forever, especially without enemies. You can really optimize sucking down resources, always bigger, always faster, or must be eradicated. Goals consumption, which is pretty awesome. I don't know. I feel like without enemies, though, like, I don't know. My personal opinion is that it, I like, you can sink a lot of resources into fighting enemies, too. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying they're wrong by any means. It's just a playstyle preference. But I think the general thing of just having as much consumption as possible is a great way to play the game. When you realize that your green circuit factory isn't working because you Send the iron train to the copper station and the copper train to the iron station. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. At least the belts themselves aren't contaminated, like with multi things per belt. You're mistaken. Your trains are in the right place, but your assembler inserters and belts are all wrong. The train is always right. That is true. If you want to live, the train's always right. Factorio's class is best rated Steam game inside the library. Oh, wow. Well, it's technically tied with Portals, but looks like it only looks at the whole percentage value, then is alphabetical. Yeah. It was Steam's best rated game ever, that's why I stumbled upon it some years ago. It was only number 2, recently overtaken by Witcher 3. Can't even get... I think it will still become number 2. The Witcher, obviously, massive spike due to the TV show. So, I think, like, eventually Factorio will retake number 2. Because it was above The Witcher for a really long time. So, especially once they release 1.0, I think it will be. Devs, you forgot to update sales to 2 million on your website. Factorio is a top 100 selling PC game. This is completely shocking. Anyone else, I thought it was pretty indie and niche until now. That's crazy. Yeah, what's crazy is it sold 2 million copies, and like so many people haven't heard of it. I tried to talk about it with anyone who is remotely interested in PC gaming. No one has ever heard of it, and I have to spend a good amount of time trying to convince them why they should care about it. Could be where I'm from. Texas probably has a different gaming demographic than the locals, but it makes me sad when I can't share my passion. Yeah. They all have enough prompts already. Why would it sell? Yeah, it is crazy. For a game that sold 2 million copies, it seems like very few people actually know about it. And I mean, in the grand scheme of things, 2 million people is pretty small. That's like, what, like less than the population of New York City or something? But still. The part of the base that matters, the rest of what I need to keep it running. Oh, for this is C-Block mod pack in a nutshell. Yep, seems about right. And this is why I don't play C-Block. It drives me nuts. This convoluted mess I like to call a base. That's really cool. It looks so much like a circuit board. See, the Intel chipsets are coming along nicely. I love trains running through the factory, makes walking around more interesting. Yeah. I definitely don't need that extra extra heat on me. This is really cool though. I do love this, that they've like walled it all in too, and it's surrounded by rails. No one's getting in, and they're not getting out. Blue circuits with only burner inserters. Oh dear. I don't know why you would do this, but it's cool that someone has. You know, yes, exactly. Automation isn't about why, it's about why not. Fair point. That's pretty cool, actually. Friday Facts, of course, version 0.18.5, 6 days ago. Bunch of bug fixes, scripting. Awesome. I can't wait for the next 0.18 update this week where we get the new robot death animations and the new gas, the new poison capsule thing. Glue explosives should also undo, place landfill, and destroy ores. Destroying ore could be too strong in multiplayer, but I'm all for undoing landfill if you can trap the opponent. That way you deserve to win. In single player, I think both these would be really nice. Although, I do think getting rid of landfill, I do think there should be a way to do that. I'm not saying have something to create water, because I know that would be so overpowered in the game, because you could just moat your entire base and then be invincible. But being able to undo landfill that you've placed, I feel like would be really nice. It would make things so much less tedious. And then getting rid of ores, it would be nice. I feel like in the spirit of Factorio, you should just mine them out instead, like it is now. But that is my opinion. Mega bus block. 36 belt-wide bus starting to mid-game factory's high-quality zoom image. Whew. Damn, that's a factory. It's interesting they've put their oil, like, in their bus. I don't see that very often. So this is their mall, it looks like. Pretty spaghetti mall, but then the bus is super clean, which is funny. I like how the smeltings like this and the ore is, like, coming in through the bus and like going the opposite direction. This is really neat. This is really cool. Let me look at the comments here. Madman puts his refineries right along bus like he planned it that way. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying. Most simultaneously rockets launched ever. Wait, is this whole thing? Rockets? Oh my lord. Oh dude, this is so crazy. Is there music, I wonder? I muted it. Because if there was...
Oh, that needs a clip. That needs a clip and a half.
Oh my god. That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. JD Plays make it in Reddit Weekly again. Guys, WTF, it's 4 a.m. I have work tomorrow. I need to go to bed. I'm just going to finish up my blue science quickly. What do you mean? You're working. Take a break, sleep, go do your other thing, and come back to work tomorrow at the same time. Don't be late. You mean there are things out of Factorio since a win? Exactly. Anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for this one. Really, really great stuff this week. Some amazing fan art, which is probably one of my favorite things. Some really innovative, cool bases, designs, some funny stuff. Really, really good stuff. Hoping Factorio retakes number 2, highest rated game. And I think that's going to do it. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Leave your thoughts below. I do enjoy reading them. Even if I don't respond, I do read them all. And I really do enjoy it. Anyway, until next time, I look forward to seeing you all. And do take care.